Oop, I just got a ping. Oh, there it is.
Oh, we go.
Boom.
Oh, I can't hide chat window yet, can I? Wait for the invite.
Yeah, I just did the same thing.
Brilliant.
Dai says capable of throwing. Oh ho ho, he's talking about me.
Brilliant. All right, folks, welcome to the Mechabellum Mini Masters. Your hosts Amarok and Clint Leetwood. We've got 8 solid players with some creative play styles lined up for a 3 Friday nights of action for you. It's going to be brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it. Today we will have Dachshund versus Baller on Apooche's channel. Arctorius versus Sunnyside coming right up here. And with me in the booth is Clint Leetwood. Hi, Clint. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great, and I'm really looking forward to some creative Mechabellum. But you?
I've been looking forward to this for ever since you started talking about it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. We will have one of my favorite players, Diana, coming up in our second game, the Diana versus Di. I don't know Di very well, so we're kind of looking forward to that one as well. So that'll be interesting. I know Diana plays some fantastically interesting stuff. Roxas does. Sunnyside is super creative. Both Dachshund and Baller are capable of going in lots of different directions.
Yeah, both of these players endlessly creative. I think so. It's been a minute since I've watched some of Arctorius, but I know Sunnyside. It's been on a little bit of a hiatus, not playing as actively as she once was. But if I'm not mistaken, I've taken a couple games off of Arctorius, but I've never taken a game off of Sunnyside. So we've got some very, very high caliber players. And I think Sunnyside's a little more unorthodox, plays a little more aggro-centric, and my understanding is that Arctorius was usually more of a standard, more of a defensive board that they're developing.
Arctorius is. I'm familiar with Arctorius more from 2v2s, where you can see a solid 2v2 badge on right now. So, which badge is that at the moment? I can't quite. Oh, it's the Advanced Group 1 second place for tournament weekend tournament 102. And these two are going to get started. Arctorius will be near side blue, Sunnyside, far side red.
Any predictions for this game, Amarok?
I'm going to take Sunnyside here.
Yeah. Okay. I'll play devil's advocate. I'll go with Arctorius. As much as I want to vote Sunnyside. Some really solid drafts. I saw that elite spec and also supply spec from Arctorius, and he's going to go with the supply spec. Amp spec seems good. Quick supply has some legs. What are you thinking?
I liked the supply spec that Arctorius went. Would have been my favorite out of the 8 that dropped. This fortified spec, I mean, I'm interested to see what Sunnyside is planning with it. I know Tarantula can do pretty solid into Hound. We'll see how that comes out. We'll see if Arctorius is even committing to Hounds early. Right now, it'll be a pair of Crawlers for Arctorius. Sunnyside setting up on her right, Arcturious's left.
Is this 17% HP increase good enough to stop hounds from one-shotting crawlers with a level 1 attack? Looks like it.
I think it is, yeah. In fact, that's with the hound dropping to 253 attack, right? It doesn't normally one-shot the 277. You'd need to actually take the 10% or 12% attack from tower to get back up to one-shotting a crawler, which is one of the reasons that change came in the 142 patch to slow down a little bit the hound clear rate for just unincorporated crawlers.
Yeah, and I think this will be even true with something like if Arcturus makes it a call to go into something like Arclights, right? I think Sunnyside still has the route of clicking level 1 defense on her tower and basically invalidating like Arclight clear. And so Arcturus is actually kind of stressed in these early rounds for crawler clear in a reasonable way. We'll see how Sunny uses that for tempo.
Right, Tarantula would be the cheapest option that Arcturus can get to have a quick shaft clear. And that's a shame when you're starting with Sledge and Hound. That's not what you want to see. Mech Rage on the sledges could work as well.
Yeah, Mech Rage would be a good call here. Ooh, Elite Mustang is a card. It's pretty hard to pass up. So is Shield, Airdrop, Underground, all of them very good. Yeah. Oh yeah, even Improved Melter.
I do love Improved Melter, even though the range is down from 20 to 10, and you've lost the ATK. Just being able to guarantee that I'm going to win the range war later, and then I try to force my opponent into some kind of giant. Great. It doesn't matter which giant you pick. If I can get you into it. The shield airdrop for Arcturus, really wise, puts that in front of the tarantulas. And the reason that's wise, of course, is that the tarantulas are going to take forever to break through 50,000 hit points, unless Sunnyside gave any kind of single target behind them. And Arcturus added single target in case the reverse play happens, so he was certainly thinking about that. Sunnyside's building an attack on Arcturus's right this round, so adds a tarantula and a crawler on that side.
Yeah, I really like this play with the shield airdrop covering the front like this. Realistically, right, Sunny does not have great shield break here. This is going to take some amount of time to crack through. There might be even a world where it doesn't get cracked through. That's, I think, a little less likely here. But
You've driven out of it, right? And the Phoenix will clear up.
Oh my god!
So close. So close. Look at that. It doesn't even have a bar. The bar is just all black. There's no hit points left.
Oh, it's already starting. Man, in fighting games, we call that the magic pixel. That's when someone beats you and they don't have actually any life. You can't see it.
Right.
Round 3 unit drop coming in. 2x Phantom Ray, 2x Wasp. Both of those drops are pretty insane. Same with 2x Rhino, I feel like. I think Raiden's probably the weakest here. What do you think?
Raiden's weak, but it's actually solid against Arcturus's board.
That's true.
With 3 different unit types that already have multiple packs. But Sunnyside has already taken the Wasps because there's no upshoot at all on Arcturus's side except for the 2 Phoenix. So, it'll take a long time to get through 2 packs of Wasps with just 1 pack of Phoenix. But we saw how well Arcturus played around the shield airdrop. That was the reason he brought the Phoenix out and played around it very nicely, used it to the maximum. And he'll be adding Raiden this round. Now, Sunnyside did take Elite Mustang, so gave up the tempo last round by giving up this shield, and now has the ability to bring out level 3 Mustangs in order to answer the Wasps if that's what Arcturus takes, or the Phoenix. And of course, it now has the potential to be in a carry Mustang board.
Yeah. And then, realistically, right, Sunnyside can just put another elite Mustang on the other side click range, and her flanks are pretty much locked up. And it becomes a pretty straightforward game from both players. That's kind of one of those questions you need to be answering pretty early on, especially if you want to like maintain any sort of like advantage. But wow, this Raiden is chunking these spiders, huh?
Yeah, the Raiden's done very, very well. Of course, all of the world's wasps are still alive. They've just gotten the far side tower. We've cleaned up the Mustangs, and they are here for your Raiden now. Take this, Thunder God.
Yeah, where is your
We'll get
Thunder
the 200
God
XP
now?
for the tower first. And, you know, note the intelligence of the pilots. They turned left to go get the 200 XP off the tower first before finishing off the board.
And some very...
And Ms. Diana has a good point.
Oh, yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
The positioning of those Mustangs was perfect for Sunnyside. They came up right between the two spiders.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Underground threat for both players here. I love that they're both respecting the spell.
Right?
This is one of those spells that recently got nerfed, and I think it probably deserved to get nerfed for a long time. A lot of old carpet strategies back in the day with this.
The nerf, for those of you that don't know, is it used to bring in 2 full packs worth of crawlers. Now it's bringing in 1.5 packs worth of crawlers, and that does seem to be about right. You can't beat the spell just by having 1 crawler back here, but any advantage that you have isn't now enough to turn it. So having a hound involved, having a tower health can make a big difference. Being fortified specialist could make a difference. So.
Very true.
Arctorius adds a Raiden of his own. Sunnyside takes jump drive, pulls the level 2 wasps off the flank. The other pack of wasps could also have leveled, but basically assuming Arctorius is no dummy, Arctorius will play a Mustang in that corner. So, and with the spell, he's using the spell to distract the wasps if they were over there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we'll see Spider Range come up here soon. It's kind of an unorthodox composition here to see something like Spider Wasp Mustang. I don't think I've ever really seen that before. So I'm kind of serious.
Now, I'd love to see Sunny start transitioning out of the Tarantula and into something else.
Like Fortress,
use the level
probably.
3 Mustangs as chaff clear, and then sell those and get into Fort or something. Depends what she thinks she needs for the Raidens right now. I mean, maybe the Mustangs are all she needs for the Raidens. So 4 rounds in, Arctorius is down to 2790, Sunnyside on 4004. We go to round 5.
Ooh, okay, haste module, very strong. For both players too.
I was going to say, I imagine Sunny is thinking about putting a haste module on a Mustang, but efficient light would make the Mustangs cheaper, along with a lot of other things. Yeah, so she's going to commit to almost a giant free game with more Mustangs to come.
Shield airdrop is back up. Oil coming down. Range picked up on the Raidens. Goodness, there's something so elegant about Sunny's board. I mean, if you look at it right, it doesn't look like there's really anything on it. But it's winning, and it's winning convincingly, right? And it's because she's built a very strong chaff board, and she's linked each chaff wave, meaning that when one wave is ending, the other wave is coming in right as that's happening. It's
right,
good stuff. Hard to do.
Chaff timing is so important.
Yeah,
and getting it right where you can support things like it works both before and after I want to take high mobility, temporary speed, all of those things. It's really, it's a skill. It's a big skill. So if you're sitting at, 1600, 1400 MMR and you're thinking, how do I get a little bit higher? That is going to be one of the skills to pay attention to.
Absolutely. I mean, realistically, right? If you had an infinite flow chaff, you only need a couple DPS units, and that's sort of what we're trying to do here. At least that's what Sunny's trying to do. Build a very formidable chaff board and have you constantly shooting the wrong stuff. Tower under threat on the right. That tower time is going to be pretty brutal. Oh.
Yeah. Very, very good use of the oil from Arctorius. And then, of course, all of his carrying units right now, including those Haste Module Mustangs, to feast off of level 3 Mustangs. And there's a lot of levels available on his board right now. Snap pick of the Orbital Bombardment for Arctorius. After dropping Sunnyside down to about 3,200 hit points, maybe call it 3,300 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sunnyside now thinking about the Orbital or the Mustang production line, goes for an Orbital of her own. It's just such a good choice.
Yeah, what was your saying about this? Orbital is orbital?
Orbital is orbital, exactly. Arctorius just sold out of those Mustangs after they had such a good round. Looking at this Orbital and thinking, there's no point in leveling them. I don't really want to keep them if I'm not leveling them. So I'm going to dodge the Orbital in part by selling that pack of Mustangs. And then, of course, his Orbital is on top of the already existing oil. There's not much Sunnyside can do about that other than mobile beacon some units out and around. One thing to remember if you're mobile beaconing around that is you can mobile beacon out through this flank. So you don't see a whole lot of people oil far enough to stop you if you try that, to go around oil. So that's where I'd like to see her mobile beacon this Mustang, if she does it at all. Go out to the flank. Nobody's going to orbital bombard it. Nobody's going to oil it. So. Ooh. Sunny jump drives the Wasps over to the right side. Now that would have pulled, if these Mustangs existed, it would have pulled them wide of the orbital. Sunny's almost psychic with that, right?
Oh, wow.
Like, just a great read that was going to get sold, but still not, I mean, they die anyways, but they get some value first.
These poor Mustangs are working overtime to remove these Raidens, but, Raiden's not the most stable body, but it's still 20,000 HP in the air. Well, one. It's a lot to chew through for a Mustang.
It is, and
Scorp staying.
Arctorius loves playing the Raiden. Sunnyside does, in fact, take the Scorpion. She gets them, remember, she's got the cheaper unit advantage for small units, and Scorpions do count. Hers cost 250 instead of 300.
Oh, wow.
And she's taken anti-air on the Mustangs to try and really accelerate bringing down the Raidens. For Arctorius, that was a turn there. Did he just take Mech Rage and armor?
That was a double take, right now? That's crazy.
Yep.
Kind of fortuitous that Sunnyside has Scorpions for that, at least. If she didn't, this would be a very difficult turn. Oh, and range comes out.
This would be rough. And she does range them, and she's got 150 left right now. She's loaned already and taking temp range. Arctorius not loaning yet, has just range and speed. Arctorius putting down the 2 sentry missiles to cover the flanks here. Looks like maybe 4 even. Good luck, Alpha Titan. News from the other side of the bracket. Doxson gets round 1 with a Vulcan Marksman build against Baller. So Doxson, your winner in that first game. And Alpha Titan versus Roxas will be starting on the other channels casting this tournament.
That should be a very exciting game. Nice little crack back
Scorpions
here.
do turn it for, yeah, the Scorpions do turn it for Sunnyside. Just perfectly into the armored hounds, not accomplishing much. They both take another orbital. Yeet. Both on orbital on the same side. And they have their undergrounds up as well. Little fortuitous for Arctorius to have his shield airdrop coming up on the same round as the orbital bombardment. I expect you're going to see a line of shields from both players, 4 or 5 abreast.
Yeah, it's especially important on Sunny's side. Those Mustangs, if a missile lands right in the middle, will basically decimate the entire pack. And
yeah,
those Mustangs are doing it all right now. And Sunny basically desperately needs those to stay alive for her to stay competitive in this game and probably not die on the spot. This is kind of the precarious position you get yourself as when you're playing Mustang is after like round 6 or so, you basically have to be dropping 2 to 3 shields every round just to make sure your Mustangs are safe and things are nicely insulated from, orbital bombardment, stuff like that, missile strike.
Well, this is one of the reasons why Fort Stang is such a good comp, because you can get the shields from the forts, right? Want to pay the shield tax or pay it once. For Arctorius, we've added chain on the Rydens. Try and chew through the chaff a little bit quicker, and or jump from the tarantulas to the next thing coming, jump from the scorpion to the next thing coming, if possible. A lot of this round is going to come down to those quality of those orbital bombardments. That one just took out a whole bunch of crawlers right there, right at the end. That's going to help Sunny a lot. Random number in orbital goes in Sunnyside's favor, I think.
Oh, that's a nice tower timing.
And she gets tower on the right. Now, tower debuff doesn't make you much worse against shield. It's not quite the same, but
60 HP in a dream.
So
close. I imagine you have chat turned off, but I don't on my end, and
I do, yes.
With the shield earlier, Sunny typed in 0.00001%. And Arctorius replied with,
it.
I know, right? Scam. So once again, Sunnyside is dealing with that 0.001% scenario. Very cool.
Yup, twice.
Oil coming out will slow down the push on the right-hand side. That was the side that did lose last round and kind of snowballed the rest of the round into Sunny's favor. I think what Arctorius is kind of running into an issue here with is that these Scorpions are huge HP pools, and they're not easy to kill in a fashionable and quick time.
And Arctorius doesn't really have a single target other than the Raiden in terms of chewing through them. Both the Tarantulas and the Scorpions, big hit point pools. This one's got the item on it. Even the haste module level 3 is only doing 28,000 hit points, so it takes 3 shots at least to take out this Scorpion.
Ooh, level 2 tower. Making it a little more resilient. Missiles coming out. Sunnyside's trying to clear the way. She wants that last 60 HP.
All in. And win now, don't give him a chance to come back, right?
Absolutely. Shield Fangs taking a beating from these forking Raidens, or chaining Raidens? Chain, oops.
Chain Raidens, yep.
Ooh. And it's looking kind of bad.
Chain's gotten deep into those Mustangs. There's not a lot of Mustangs left.
No.
And that tower, like you said, leveled, taking its sweet time. The last of the Mustangs is down in the oil, and the sunny side is down to 1186. Victorious staying alive.
Players are really utilizing and showing what people mean by HP as a resource here. This is basically not much floor left to go for Sunnyside and 0 floor left for Arctorius. War Factor coming down from Sunnyside on that drop. I'm a little worried if I'm Sunnyside that Wraith could come down, and it has armor on it.
There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
No.
Now, all she needs is an unit that APs it, right? That EMPs it, even. Turn the armor off, if that's the direction that we're going here. We've leveled pretty much everything. I was wondering if Arctorius had a line with Incendiary to light this stubborn side on fire. He's not going for it. The Wraith does get its armor. There's the EMP. So Sunnyside playing around the Wraith with armor perfectly. Marksman has a 155 meter range. The Mustangs will have 180, so the Marksman will be out in front of the Mustangs when it engages with that, but as long as there's something to tank in front of it and the chain doesn't jump to the Marksman, she should be able to EMP that, and then the Mustangs can do their business.
And thank goodness, man, because this
Connected with yes.
This can be a real nail in the coffin. EMP goes on, and the Wraith goes down right now. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a perfect lock from that Marksman. Really good work for her in terms of the positioning. One on each tower.
And we're struggling. We're playing in the oil. The tower is under threat. Goes down with that. So could the game.
That is enough hit points. 1,300 surviving hit points for Arctorius. Drops Sunny to negative 374. What a great game. Tournament is underway.
Oh man, I can't help but feel for Sunnyside a little bit there. A little bit scammed, but what a great game. What was that? How many rounds is that? 10-round banger. How exciting.
10 solid rounds.
How exciting.
Oh. Stay tuned. We will be back with match number 2 after ad break here. Wanted to point out Arctorius is playing something relatively unique. I mean, Hound and Raiden isn't that unique, but not a whole lot of people rely on Raiden, right? And what he does here is getting them out early enough and getting them to scale that they turn into real hit point pools, right? A level 1 Raiden, same as the old level 1 Overlord. Level 1 Raiden wasn't scary. Or a level 1 Overlord didn't used to be scary. A level 2 Overlord, that started to get scary, right?
Yeah.
And Arctorius says, I feel like I kind of stole that one. 60 hit points.
Yeah.
You stole that one twice. This and the 0.001% shield. I mean, that's just enough. Just enough.
Oh man.
Well, congratulations and good game.
There's a lot of fun to watch too, honestly. And Arctorius is free for the rest of the day. He's survived the day, and we're starting up Diana and Die now. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
He is done and through. He's done and through, right? This is win 1, and you're through to the next round. So
yes, sir.
We go to Diana versus Die. Diana is my dark horse to win it all. I think she is a dangerous player, and I do feel like I match up with her pretty well. That's pretty much only because she has thrown so many creative replays at me that I have seen just about every strategy she's going to play. And more importantly, when I play Diana, I think of all of the angles in kind of the same way that I would if I was playing Rat or Sacco, right, or Mungst. Right, they're those kind of players who are going to hit your tower from somewhere on the board, and so your job as a player opposite them is to play to cut off all the angles, or at least minimize the damage if they do get the right angle that works.
Right. And that's the reality with players like Sacco, players like Diana, and I think like even players like Roxas is that they have this sort of like infrared vision to find the holes to get to your tower, and they will exploit it every time. And if you're not playing honest, they will remind you, and and you will take infinite damage that round.
Well, yes, that's the thing, right? Is that when they find that crack, it is a lot of hit point damage.
Oh yeah.
Because they're going to accelerate. They're going to hit it with 1 or 2 units, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you have it covered with 1 unit, they're going to hit you with 2, and that work perfectly to tank and kill that unit, whatever it is. And then they're going to get your tower while your main army is involved in the fight, right? Like your main army is still involved in the main fight somewhere. Now it's fighting under debuff for however long they can make it fight for.
Yeah, and first round deployments are done. We have a pretty tight little marksman grouping in the center, and we're gonna see all 3 marksmen get perfect latches starting the round off, allowing these saber-tooths to hopefully go down in the round. Unfortunately, one marksman's gonna get ankle bit to death, but that saber-tooth should go down on the left. And
right, we've taken out both the sabers. Now, Diana, a Typhoon specialist, but the important thing about that deployment is she's got assault mode on the bar for the marksman. She may be thinking assault mode, and then she may not do it because she got the locks, right? She's not going to want to reduce the. She's not going to want to reduce the range until Dai shows that he's going to cover that, I think. She's also taken a Phoenix. Now, if you're going to be an assault mode marksman, the Phoenix become your ranged. She sold one of them. She sold the one that leveled too. And brings out Crawler, Phoenix, Typhoon. So she shows assault mode marksman, gets Dai thinking about it, and then look in that top right flank. That's a flank, folks.
And this is so smart, right? Because there's a real possibility that Dai is just going to drop all of his missiles on the front line here. And, well, what better way to dodge it than just by not being there? Just by being literally anywhere else.
We're out here. Next time those come back up, she's going to have been able to buy barrier. The only thing you're going to be able to hit is the Phoenix, and that's only going to matter if they're level 1 and don't have a defense enhancement, right? Like, this is a really smart flank, and it's an evolution of a 2023 flank, by the way. There used to be a pretty classic Crawler, Phoenix, Arclight flank.
Way back in the day.
Back in the day, your starting sentry missile takes out the Crawler. The Phoenix are flying, so you can't target that. And then your Arclight in the back is just slow enough that the Arclight survives and doesn't get hit by the missile. Die. Oh my. Oh my, indeed. There is no upshoot on his board.
No.
Right? So those Phoenix are going to get a free level this round, and this is a round win for Diana. I feel like I called it. I said she's going to hit you where you don't have units. You didn't have units protecting the flank. Down they go. Down goes a tower.
Oh, there are about 7 fangs left, and that will actually clean it up.
Hero fangs. 5 surviving fangs. Get Dai the round win. 3575 for Diana. 4400 for Dai. But now she's paid the summoning sickness on that flank. They'll be in and strong right from the off. She's got a immediately throws the bubble up because he still has the shield. He skipped to be able to afford it.
Whoa.
It's gone. Typhoon number 2 on the other side. Wait a minute. Gotta get that in, I think.
Oh. And look at this brilliant read, right? She notices that one of the missiles is saved up and is going to go for an aggressive early barrier play. Barrier round 3 without loaning, pretty hard to do. Honestly, I wouldn't slight her for going alone and a barrier this round. I think that's like a totally fine play. You just kind of have to eat the next round. But both players committing harder to the flanks will maybe not die, but not selling out of it notably. This right tower is going to be under a lot of pressure here.
Well, Dai has just committed to a level 2 Rhino in the face of that flank. So
and that missile strike will kill that Phoenix. Not really an easy way to kill that Rhino.
They're not. Well, what Diana is giving up here is that main flank, but she's got the timings to get these Typhoons established, and she knows from watching a lot of my games that a sentry missile will take out a Typhoon that is being summoned on the flank if it's there on the round that it's summoning in. Once that's established, it's fine without the shield, but so this is why she's established those 2 Typhoons in different places really early when it wasn't economical or predictable to throw down the sentry missiles. She's got an incendiary bomb to just light the middle on fire. She's got her 3rd Typhoon coming, and that one comes in already teched. Dai, I imagine, is thinking about efficient light unit manufacturing, and does take that. Yeah, so early in the game, you're going to have so many deploys.
Oh, whoa! Charge shot
Diana,
Phoenix.
Charge shot Phoenix immediately. So there's your answer to the Rhino. Not going to try EMPing it or anything. Just gonna, I don't care. I'm gonna do extra damage to it. We're gonna be doing this fight at point blank, so I don't even care about the range. 95 meters is going to be enough to take out the Fire Badgers. This guy's at point blank. It really doesn't matter. Now the issue for her is everything's going to be locked on the Rhino, while these crawlers get the job done, I think, for Dai on that side. For a new angle, right? She's got a unexploited route to tower. She's going to go hit it. There's another one here.
And the reality, right, is that Diana might be angle shooting to see what might be open for a homing missile cheese.
If I'm not mistaken, level 2 Typhoon with missile one-shots a tower? I think that's right.
They do have the 180 meter range, right?
Yeah.
And 675 damage, 4 missiles is, 2,500 or so. So yeah, level 2 would be just enough.
Oh. This is sick. The Typhoon range and the charge shot range Phoenix is like perfect. It's only the Typhoons will always be 5 meters in front. So good.
Meters behind, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
So these guys do die to the opposing Phoenix. But yeah, even a single elite marksman would fix that for her, right? Especially if this Phoenix is level 2, she gets it up to 105 meters with plus 5 twice, right? Or she can just let the Typhoons get the job done.
And Typhoons are leveling. Not a good thing.
As a fan of Typhoon aggro, I'm loving to see this. This is a new way to play it that I hadn't seen.
Oh wow!
Wonderful shield. A lot of times it's Typhoon ball. Anna skips all of those. There's some good cards. She's bought another Typhoon. Typhoon number 4. I takes a shield, portable shield.
And a game that originally started out as this like middle ground, both players headbutting each other, has developed into this weird, like amorphous, like kind of hitting you from all sides. It's very interesting. Both players have basically committed to the flank. Like, look at Dai is even adding more on, likening the idea of Typhoon Phoenix with Badger Phoenix. So that's a solid little combo,
right? But it's positioned differently, right? So Diana will be able to missile this to hit both the crawlers and the fire badgers right from the off. And I almost feel like I predicted this one at the start of round 4. There was the mobile beacon on the empty tower.
And Diana being very smart here. Phoenix is at level 2, would normally die to a missile strike, but if level 1 defense is teched, then Phoenixes end up living.
Right. So the missile call-in does 3,000 hit points. Level 2 puts you at like 2,800 or something, and you need the tower health to get up and over.
Yeah, I think he leaves you with like
we are going to have some
something. Yeah.
Oh, update from the other side of the board. Other match complete. Alpha Titan beats Roxas. So he is through to next week. Congratulations, my friend. Well done. Diana here down to 1,200 hit points. Die on 4,000. So she has gone super creative. Put a whole lot of pressure on. Now she's adding wasps. Now she is an excellent wasp player. That is her preferred build in free for all, among other things. And one of the things she does really, really well with it in free for all, she uses jump drive for the speed in a way that is unique enough. I think Rat uses jump drive for speed a lot more than people think he does. And the only other player that I've seen really make use of it is Sacco.
Yeah.
In the same way. Like really changing up the timings by using jump drive to get in where they need to get.
This is something that I have forgotten at times, which is, jump drive gives you a ton of movement speed. It seems kind of minuscule, but it's a big part of how Woot plays with boats. He likes the jump drive. Right,
exactly the same thing.
Yeah, it not only is it
he will take jump drive and not move the units, right?
Yeah,
just to get the speed.
Yeah, and sometimes taking that tower half a second faster is literally all the difference in this game. And look at Typhoon missiles coming out to try to shred these rhinos up a little bit. Wasp covering the right flank, cleans it up nice and easy. Lots of problems in the middle, though.
Interesting. Dai not running armor on the Wraith. So remember that armor finish that Arctorius pulled? Dai doesn't even have that on the bar as an option right now. He's gone for like a full commit, range, floating artillery, high explosive ammo build. The Wasps are protecting that right side tower for Diana. She leveled the towers to 2. Gets the round win. And is this the moment she's stabilized? She's dropped Dai down 1,000 hit points already. Diana on 1,200, Dai on 3,100.
Nuke coming in. This could be wow. It could have been one of those Hail Marys.
Right?
One of those Hail Marys, man. Lightning Storm 2.
You can't nuke
crazy.
Diana. She's all over the board. She'll take the Lightning Storm for the middle. Yeah. Like, That's reasonable. Is a clump of units there, and she is using the pole here to pull these guys away from towers. So a replicate for Die. He does have Mech Rage on the bar. One of Diana's tricks, of course, is that she runs Drill, Replicate, and Mech Rage, and she'll bait you into Crawler v Crawler, and then beat you by having the Mech Rage on the bar when a lot of people don't run it. Die at least, I don't know if he changed his bar for this game, but he at least has the that available to him. Oh, Diana, that is mean. Look at this, using the two new Typhoons to pin units in that storm.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of damage too. Typhoons can put out a surprising amount of DPS once they start locking on properly. I do appreciate that Dai is giving Diana the respect she deserves when it comes to these Wasp plays. He immediately starts building up Mustangs to build a sort of defense preemptively here.
Right.
Oh, it's just beautiful tower timings left, right, and center over here.
And look at the perfection of the mobile beacon too, where the pack of Phoenix actually split, and the Typhoon that had gone to the right turns around and comes back to the left. Another 1,000 hit points off of Die. He's on 2,100. Diana at 1,200.
Three steel balls. We now have Foon steel ball. Wow, this is very cool.
All Foon. I told you this is my comp.
Oh man!
And there she is to run it.
That really solves a lot of the problems with these rhinos that were being presented earlier. Suddenly, this armor is no longer a surefire thing against these Typhoons.
And ranged. It's great. It's exactly what she needs. She's sold out of this flank. I think she needs to sell out of this Phoenix. It's not accomplishing anything, really. But beyond that, it's fine. I don't know what she sold last round instead, or this round instead. It was this pack of Wasp to make the space for the steel ball.
Man, another really...
She's just... There's Mustangs now, I'm out.
Yeah. I was going to say another nice little wedge being made with this mobile beacon here. Really trying to pressure that tower and kind of get it in. Oh, she heard me talking.
There is a gap there. There's a gap there. She's going to go right through it with a new pack of steel balls, a new Typhoon. The Typhoons will chew up anything that would have distracted the steel balls. The steel balls will keep moving.
Wow.
Onward we go. As long as one steel ball survives to get the lock, it's in really good shape.
Oh, and Die gets the snipe back at tower. It does not.
What happened on that right side that caused that flank to fall apart?
Oh no, it all falls apart in the 11th hour for Diana here.
That right flank, Die changed something, and I want to go down and look and see what it was. Because that was something he had not been winning, and all of a sudden does. Is it as simple... Oh, it was the missile strike. He just missile strikes out the Wasp so that the Phoenix can hit the opposing Phoenix. Of course, Diana's Phoenix, her Sentry missile doesn't kill the Fire Badgers, so her Phoenix are finishing off the Fire Badgers while Dies kill off her Phoenix, and that is enough. She had shield on the bar, doesn't take it, and That'll be a win for Die.
Very crafty.
Die through to next week. Congratulations to our 4 winners. That's Alpha Titan, Arctorius, Die, and Dachshund today. They're all through. We've got 4 left in the losers bracket, which we will be right into.
I was gonna say, let's give ourselves. I'm gonna give myself a couple minutes. I'm gonna grab a drink, but we'll have the room being set up here in the next 5 or so minutes. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Perfect. Die did not die. It's true. Diana had a great run at it. Now, does that set up Diana versus Roxas? Is that what we're going to get here? No, we do not get Diana versus Roxas. I think we might get Diana versus Sunny's. No, we do get Diana versus Roxas. Okay, we get Diana versus Roxas coming right up. Didn't keep the ball rolling. Alpha Titan says it was dangerous, and then I won it in 2 rounds. And Chris Roxas says, yeah, I just couldn't keep the ball rolling. A lot of Titans comps are like that, where he will... I'm not sure if he's calculating the math in his head to just know that he'll still have a few... Yeah, this is what he's saying. He says, I thought I was on the verge of hard stabilize. And by that, what I mean is Titan's style is knowing a build that will be solid from rounds 6 through 10, 6 through 13, 7 through 13, and he'll calculate that it's okay to lose 1 more round before he does blank to stabilize. And as long as he can see that route to stabilize, and when he's on, he is solid, guys.
Okay.
Grab the water for myself. Oh, Clint, thank you very much. Clint says, thank you for covering Mechabellum Mini Masters with gift subs to jump onto the top 3 of the leaderboard for the month with gift subs for Pantsuman, Uncle Buck TTV, Ops Zesty, Jin Suzumi, and Mr. Mevo. Thank you very, very much for the support, my friend. Appreciate it.
And this, for the viewers at home, is an elimination game. One of these players will be going home tonight. I
win 1 and you're through.
I don't want any of these players to go home,
they
man.
both lost 1 today. I know. I'm gonna. Toast has got you back, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Toast. Thank you, Toast.
Toast, you're amazing. Well, thank you both for the support. I appreciate it.
This spec is interesting.
Our elimination match.
Cost control, snap pick.
We've got a cost control Hounds and Mustangs for Diana. And she's going to use the flexibility that the cost control gives her to accelerate the rate of change of the board. And by that I mean all those angles, etc., that she was hitting last game, she's going to be hitting them quicker and harder because she's got way more flexibility with the monies.
Definitely. Ooh, and Roxas already flashing Hound Steel Ball. And I gotta be honest, this is one of those comps where I'm like, okay, so if we get to round 9, I just like can't ever kill anything on here. This composition, Hound Steel Ball, just mulches stuff when it gets levels, man. It's really hard to deal with, I find.
It truly is. And Roxas thinking hard about where he's going to put things. Has 2 balls out now. And just thinking, I think, about whether he wanted to commit to those outside positions or not. Switching it up, this is starting to look a little bit closer to my formation when I do this. Now it's all on the right. He's still making up his mind.
Yeah, both players kind of feeling it out a little bit here. By the way, both of these players known for their creative and high pressure wasp plays. I'm very curious to see if we'll see them potentially lean into the mirror, or see if one may not make them at all. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen.
Well, I'm also wondering if Ms. Diana knows that, and that's why she took a Mustang starter pack. Remember, she's gonna lose any mirror because she's in the cost control spec. But at least throwing out the Mustangs may just keep Roxas from bringing out the wasps at all.
Mm-hmm.
Her ad was fangs, by the way. So yet more upshoot against wasps. You guys will occasionally see a Roxas on ladder under the name Nightmare. That is also a Chris Roxas account. And he is wearing I believe it's a second place badge from the weekend tournament. I think that was him and Arctorius together, right? In the, no, this was the second runner-up, third place from Europe in that previous tournament, the 2v2 tournament. You, sir, are psychic. She has sold a Mustang and gone into 2 wasps already. And
Whoa,
Roxas
is that improved
has
Wraith?
the Wraith. It's an improved Wraith with 100 available to buy another unit for it. So improved Wraith plus 5 range. I love this card, but because of the plus 30% attack, your limiting factor on Wraiths is just how much experience they need. And getting them in 30% extra attack lets them just clear things so much more quickly. Diana says, I think this round might go poorly for me.
Yeah.
Indeed. Sad wasp noises.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Wraith was a good answer to everything she was showing as well. So, yeah, this round going poorly. Even though she gets a tower, the rest of the fight, well, as soon as the Wraith can get in range, there it is. Honestly, that could have been a lot worse for Diana. Get the round 3 unit drop. Phoenix, pretty much, I think, perfect for Diana to have opposite the Wraith.
Very true.
I would just taken that right away and put it lined up here.
Whoa! Whoa! What's happening, dude?
Is that Diana, is that a round 3 abyss?
Excuse me. I did not expect that.
I said we were going to see some creative plays. I haven't seen a play this creative, full stop.
Oh, whoa. That's crazy.
Now, she took and unlocked and sold the Phoenix. So she's got that unlocked. But I think this round 3, the level 3 Phoenix, is actually a pretty good matchup into the Abyss. It's only 10 shots to kill. That's 5 volleys from the 2 of them. And Abyss is a straight up... It is vulnerable. She's going to have better chaff getting in front of it. It is being distracted. It has done nothing but shoot crawlers so far. Finally hits a steel ball during a tower debuff. It's engaged. There's 2 shots. We're at half hit points. We're doing donuts in the middle of the board.
Well, you know what they say, right?
Yeah, those Phoenix, enough to get it done. They did 70,000 hit points this round.
It's not the first Abyss that gets you, by the way. It's the second and third Abyss that gets you, especially when there's missiles being fired off from it. And yeah, here comes the second one down. Yeah.
And Yeah, and when they have missiles hitting the ground and range and creating her own wraiths at some point, I expect they will be pretty scary. Question is, can she stay alive long enough to get that to happen for it? Now, remember, with the recent patch, the efficient maintenance for Abyss, the maintenance cost for Abyss was reduced from 200 to 150. So with efficient maintenance, she's not losing any econ. Does not matter. You can throw out as many Abysses as she wants.
Yeah. And then it becomes like a point of like, it's kind of like the calculus you play with like a War Factory, where you need the correct amount of chaff clear because a Titan unit can't do it on its own, and that's what we kind of see with the Abyss. But I mean, we just saw the Abyss wipe out everything. Oh my god, it's killing everything.
Yeah, I think this one has the positioning she should have had for it last round. If it weren't for the tower debuff, this one would have gotten both wraiths done. As it is, it's left the level 2 in a lot of trouble. But again, there's no chaff protecting it now. Ah, so close. This is a tight round. Diana down to 3122. Roxas at 4300. 2 Abyss on the board already. And is it just... Well, there's the chaff clear for both of them, I guess.
Fire Badger's a fantastic pairing with the Abyss. It's one of my favorites. The thing I've been doing recently is I've been hard forcing basically Abyss anytime I hit Fire Badger spec. I just make like 4 or 5 Fire Badgers. I click range, scorch, and then I drop some Abysses on like round 5 or 6 at some point. And the game gets very fun for me.
For you, not so much for opponent. Now that was working because you've cleaned up the chaff. The Abyss is no longer getting stuck on the chaff.
Yep.
For Diana, she's trying swarm missiles. Now these missiles, if you haven't seen them, they are all over the place because they will each target. So they will go in all different directions, targeting all over the place. And of course, they're aiming at crawlers, etc., that will have moved by the time the missile arrives, just like anything else. Both players going to light the ground on fire with the Badgers, so we're going to have a world on fire over here that will let the Abyss work on the air units. Roxas has done the obvious thing and charge shot the Phoenix. So
yeah, that'll kill an Abyss fast.
It should get through an Abyss pretty quickly. Here you see what I mean. Those guys...
lag missiles.
Different targets for every missile there. Missiles go every which way. It looks kind of Macross Saga, if you're old enough to remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Missiles moving every which direction, and they turn and, move in different ways. It just looks so cinematic to me.
And
Roxas is in trouble.
Left.
Roxas is in trouble.
Roxas down to 3,000 hit points.
This is... Yeah, so once you get like 1 or 2 on level 2, it feels like when I've been in this position...
It's scary.
Yeah, my win rate skyrocket to like 80-90%. It's very hard to lose, I think. Not impossible. I've done it.
Is melting point the right answer for Roxas?
I don't think big stuff is the correct answer against the Abyss, because the way the laser sweeps across them makes the laser multi-hit large targets. Yeah, so they end up doing tons and tons of damage to things like melters. And you got to stagger them. You can't have them lined up like that.
Well, I think he's thinking of it as 1 for each, right?
Yeah.
But he's also into 2 teched single target answers against them. There's the Wraiths as predicted. Dark Companion tech is going to bring out the Wraiths for Diana. Both players took the Wasp Swarm, so that's coming in on the back line.
Oh, Wraith spawning, triple tech now. Okay, one goes down. Missiles coming in. Tower under threat.
Despite
Oh,
all
big
those
damage.
missiles, just a couple of crawlers survived. And you can see Diana's problem is still having her chaff survive to protect these beasts. Sounds like fireworks with all those missiles landing at different times. Diana down to 1482. Roxas at 3017. At portable shield for Roxas. Where's that going? Onto the level 4 Phoenix. That is the gold damage dealer, both for that round. Right? This is pretty telling, right? If your Phoenix is the gold damage dealer on a round that you had 2 level 2 melters, right?
Yeah, that it was not the correct decision to probably go Melter.
I really
yeah.
do think it was not the correct decision, but
Yeah.
it does work for him, right? In that he wins the round. But Diana going for immobile beacons to take out that level 3 tower. And has a 4th Wraith now. It's the 4th Wraith is, yeah, or the 4th Abyss is this one.
I think Diana might need something just like ranged on a range on fire batters, just to have some more longevity on shaft clear.
For me, I actually want to see her just have some chaff arriving from the deep, the deep row. I just want to see those, a couple of crawlers arrive at this stage once the fire badgers are dead. I think that turns her board around. Because it's literally this pack of crawlers and this one that are causing her trouble right now. And the fact that the single targets all get to lock on the leveled abyss during tower timings.
This tower time, the mobile beacon just feeds the abyss to the melter. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was pretty painful. But it did also keep the fangs alive for the end of the round. Not going to be enough. 3, 6. Another 650 there.
I think that's
and
it.
Diana is down and out.
Oh, nice
that
try,
is
Diana.
2 losses. 2 losses for my personal dark horse choice to win it all. So I have been proven wrong. Congratulations, Roxas is through to the next round. And Diana is out.
What a couple.
Diana says, well played, Roxas. the charge shot Phoenix just were amazing over here. It's so much work.
So much work. Some really exciting games from both of those players, honestly. Quite a bit of fun to watch. I think we still have is it oh nope, they're all finished up over there too. So that's actually it for Mechabellum Mini Masters for today.
All right, that is our day 1 complete. This is, I'm going to remind you folks, a 3 Friday night tournament. So tune in next week for the round of 6. We're going to have, again, as we had today, two players eliminated, correct? 4 players through? Is that the idea?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to do a little logistics back here. Yeah, so the next day we will have 4 games set up, and we'll just be going through those as normal, and we'll be eliminating 2 more players on day 2. So we'll be going from 6 to 4.
So we'll have 2 more knocked out, 4 into the finals. Please tune back in for that same time, and thank you all for being here tonight.
It was
Thanks
a lot
for
of
all
fun.
the work putting it together. Great idea, and I love it. I love that you guys did that. And did you want to give a shout out, I believe, to Game River and our new publisher? And,
yes,
I know you've gotten some support from both.
Dreamhaven, thank you guys so much. One, for making the game that I have poured an endless amount of hours into.
Hey, endless. My My Steam just says 4,022.
Really, when I look at your Steam page, it just says infinity right next to it's just an infinity symbol right there. Yeah. But beyond that, they've also provided a couple DLC keys to kind of add onto the cash prize. It was a bit unexpected, and it's very kind of them. So we'll be, in the general announcement over on my channel. If you type in !MMM, you'll see that the general announcement has the prize pool reflecting the DLC keys. So yeah, big shout outs to them. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to you, Amarok, and Free For All, and Whooped, and Apooche, and Fabfour for dedicating an hour and a half of your days to hang out with me and talk about Mechabellum.
For those of you that didn't catch exactly what that was, big shout out to Free For All and Whooped for doing a ton of organization work behind the scenes, and then being today's Johnny on the spot moderators, so that Clint can concentrate on casting rather than managing the tournament. Really appreciate you guys doing that for us.
Awesome. I'm gonna hop out of here, and we will chat again soon. Amarok.
Yeah, brother. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful night. I'll catch you next week, if not before.
Yep. Bye bye.